Well, I'm back in my Hyundai Santa Fe, and this past weekend my battery went dead and I jumped it off. It was Friday afternoon, and Saturday I jumped it off and everything seemed to be working fine. I didn't have anywhere to go in this vehicle, but well, Sunday we were back and I needed to go out, and I realized I came out of the car and it wouldn't start. So that meant the battery was dead. It couldn't keep a jump. Now, if you're wondering whether your battery is bad, if you come out to your car and it just won't start, it's probably your battery. You can try to jump it off, have somebody help you jump it, but I don't know if I'd go anywhere. You might want to let it sit for a while, half hour, a couple hours, just to make sure the charge kept, and then go start the engine back up. If you try to start it right after you jump it off, you let it run for a few minutes and then you turn it off, and then a few minutes later you turn it back on, chances are real good it will actually restart. But if it won't hold a charge, you could actually find yourself going down the street to the store or something and find yourself in a parking lot and needing a jump and possibly not even be able to get the jump. I will say this though about batteries. If you're, especially at night, you can tell this, but if during the day you find that your electronics start going, your onboard electronics start malfunctioning, things start not working electronically at night, it can mean that your lights start to either dim or go out. You may not have a battery problem, you may actually have an alternator problem, which means your battery is running dead and your alternator isn't recharging the battery. But that's not the case here. I actually had to rechange it. Now, what's interesting though is I found my receipt from before, and I had bought my original battery I bought a battery in this car, Advanced Auto, and it was on 4/26/2018, and the battery was $191 plus tax, and I had to return the core charge of $22, and which I did. Now, ironically, so when I saw that, I realized, wait a minute, this is it was a gold 3-year, if you see this, 36-month battery, and it kept going for 7 years. I mean, we're almost to April 2025, and this battery has stayed working for almost 7 years. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen with all the batteries, but in 2019, Advanced Auto actually bought Diehard, which was Sears brand battery, which during the 70s, 80s, maybe even the early 60s, it was the hallmark or the standard bearer for all batteries. I mean, if you got a Diehard, it would last forever. It would start under most conditions. Well, yesterday I went and bought my new battery. Now, this is actually the core return. It's not the actual battery, which I should have brought out here, but I just brought this one. I had it in my hand. And it's interesting, the core charge is $22, and it didn't change in the past 7 years. I will say this, that the battery itself costs $219 plus the core charge, which means the battery has only gone up $30 in the past 7 years, which that's pretty good. So we now have our Diehard battery. It's a gold, it's 3 years, and the hope is that it'll last well over 36 months. Now, I don't know if it'll last the full 7 years as the previous Advanced Auto Gold battery will, but I'm going to tell you something. If Advanced brought more technology to Diehard and it lasts anywhere close as long, I'm happy. And so I'm not saying that you should run and buy all your batteries from Advanced Auto. I'm not being paid to do this. Nothing. I'm just putting it out there that it's been a good battery for me in this car, and you know how I've talked about this car. Very few things have worked well, but that actually has worked well in this car, and I'm happy with it. So take it for what it's worth, and if you need a battery, use Advance. And I was actually thinking about doing an install of it yesterday, but if you need a battery install, and I should have put this first, just Advance and most other auto places now will actually install your battery for free if you drive it in there. Obviously they're not going to come to your house, but anyway, hopefully this helps you, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.